It's Monday, brothers, and that means one thing. We are back talking more rumours for Warhammer 40,000 and a little bit of a dabble of AoS. Something may have been massively confirmed for AoS. In this video, I want to go over some things that I got asked last week about starter box sets, because I'm starting to hear more about when they're supposed to be hitting. We're not talking about the launch edition, we're talking about starter box sets for Warhammer 40,000. Also, I want to talk a little bit more about the Dark Eldar, some Xenos, some Space Marine stuff as well on top of that. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Please remember that rumors are rumors. Everything in this video should be taken as a lie, not as a fact. As I always say, just because I believe it doesn't mean that you should believe it. So please remember, rumors are rumors. They are not facts. Now, it seems yesterday's pre-order announcement more or less confirms that this coming weekend, we are going to get the pre-order announcement for 11th edition. The reason why I say this is because this weekend, there was basically nothing. There was one limited edition Hive book by Dan Abnett, and that was it. The reason why they do this is because they're in preparation now of announcing the big new edition for Warhammer 40,000. So this Sunday will be the announcement, which then adds up to the rumors that we've been whispering about, where the 6th of June is going to be the pre-order day, and on top of that, the 20th is going to be the release date. The rumors are all slowly churning and starting to come true. The next big thing we need confirmation of is that price. Again, I've only heard it's a 240 euros, and translating that into GW prices, not using Google, as people have been telling me, Valrak, if you do 240 euros, that's 207 British pounds. I'm not on about the market at the moment in time. I'm talking about what GW are probably going to price it around what they normally did, and what they've actually said already on stream. It's going to be less than Saturnine, more than Leviathan. So again, I'm saying between 170 £180. Now, on top of the launch edition, I've been hearing more rumors about the starter sets, and apparently the starter sets are going to be launching in July. The 4th of July is the date I am hearing. So if you don't want to get the 11th edition box set and you want to hold out for maybe one side of it, the Orcs or the Space Marines, well, July the 4th is apparently that date you have to wait for, because that's when those little mini box sets are supposed to be coming out. And just to reiterate what we talked about last week, yes, there is a lot of other box sets that are going to be coming out connected to the launch of 11th edition. I'm not sure if they're going to be coming out around the 4th of July, as this rumor is saying for the starter sets. But one of the big ones that we waffled about is the Angelus Assault Force. Now, not Angelos, as a lot of people thought I said with my thick northern godly accent. No, I'm not talking about the Blood Ravens. Angelus as angels. So this is going to be like a generic Space Marine, box set, I would think. I have no idea what's inside of it, but that's what I'm hearing is coming out. Of course, the starter set, which is going to be like a smaller version of the launch box set, probably maybe have some terrain in there, just like what happened with Leviathan. And of course, the starter sets that are kind of like combat patrols, or will be combat patrols, which we've already seen one for the Space Marines, and of course we haven't seen the one for the Orcs yet, but apparently there's going to be the Weird Boy in the Orc one with a bunch of other stuff, a part of the Orc launch of 11th edition. But all those box sets should be announced in the coming weeks once 11th edition is finally in our hands and it's out on pre-order, which we'll see all that news starting next week. And just quickly, I just want to jump back to the Dark Eldar stuff, because I've been getting a bunch of questions for some reason over the past couple of weeks, maybe because 11th edition is moving forward and people want to know about refreshes. There's got to be a bunch of refreshes in 11th edition. Some of the big ones I'm hearing right now, of course, are the Dark Eldar and the Grey Knights. The Grey Knight one interests me more than the Dark Eldar, of course, because I'm a Space Marine fan. I'm not hearing that much at this moment about the Grey Knights, but as soon as I do, of course, I'm going to be here waffling my way all the way to the bloody moon. Now, when it comes to the Dark Eldar stuff, the things I've heard about Dark Eldar, just to reiterate, is that, yes, Vect is going to be the brand new centerpiece to that army. Vect is getting a brand new model. People have been asking me, Valrak, is he going to be on his old type of barge, slave girls, slave boys, stuff like that? No, GW is not doing that. No, they're too much of a family-friendly company now, so titties, slave boys, that's gone out the window. What I'm hearing, that's all being replaced with like some type of Xenos animals, so, you know, the furries are going to have their day in the sun, but Vect is definitely coming back, and he's going to be getting a brand new model. On top of that, Calibite Warriors are supposed to be getting a brand new refresh to Dark Eldar, and one other thing I've heard is that there is some type of new badge, or is it going to be a redone badge of a unit that's already out? I'm not too sure, but new badge, redone badge is definitely going to be a part of that Dark Eldar refresh. I'm sure there's going to be even more stuff coming as well. That's just the whispers I'm hearing at this moment in time. When it comes to Space Marines, because people keep asking me, Valrak, what's going to be the second launch of Space Marines? Because, of course, just because we're getting it in the launch box set doesn't mean that is the end. The Orcs are getting new stuff. The Space Marines are going to be getting new stuff as well. Again, I'm hearing Dreadnoughts, multi-part Outriders. I also heard that we're going to get a new commemorative, I say a limited edition. Well, commemorative is kind of limited edition, right? With like some type of sergeant killing an orc on the base. Think of it as like that Black Templar limited edition model that we got years and years ago. That, but just a generic Space Marine. Apparently that's supposed to be coming out. What else could be coming? I've absolutely no idea at this point. There's definitely theories out there that I'd like to talk about. Like, people asking me about the Rhino and stuff. The Rhino, from what I'm hearing, the redone Rhino is way down the line. Don't expect that anytime soon. Well, don't expect it anytime at the start of this edition. Anyway, so Land Raider, Rhinos being all redone yet. Nothing soon. Again, we've spoken about stuff that may be going to Legends. A lot of people not happy about that. I'm not happy about it. I'm just passing on the rumors. People are like, Valrak, why are you saying this? I don't want to say it, right? Don't shoot the messenger. I've got no ball in this bloody football match, right? I'm on your side. I don't want Vindicators. I don't want Fire Strike turrets to go to Legends, even though I don't like the unit, right? It doesn't mean I want it to go there and people to lose stuff. But what I will say, the argument now is that, does it really matter if it goes to Legends anymore? Because my big grief with going to Legends is that it wasn't supported in terms of rules. But now they've actually come out and said that Legends are going to be part of the Warhammer 40,000 app. So now it is going to be supported. You will be able to add it to your lists and stuff like that. So for me personally, I'm actually thinking of investing back into like Leviathans, Kratos tanks and stuff, etc. So I can bring them to my 40k games, because I don't go out there and play competitive. I go out there and play with my friends. So for me now, to have those units, or soon to have those units, a part of the Warhammer app, I think it's a great win. I think it's a great win for all of us. To be fair, we are. GW should have been doing this for years and years and years. It's took so long to get to this point. I think it's ridiculous, but we finally got there in the end. So Legends, for me, it's not really dead as I used to think it was. So yes, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now and getting those Legends units on the app. And for the AoS players among us, all 6 of you, in the background right now, you're seeing this image, which has been posted all over the internet, which seems to confirm the big rumor that we are going back to one world with AoS. For those people who have not been following what the hell's been going on, there was a rumor guy called Bool over on a website called the TGA forums. It's really big for AoS. They've now deleted their account, apparently. They've just literally deleted themselves from existence. They are no longer Alfarius. And they were saying that what's going to be happening with Age of Sigmar is that it's going to have a massive redesign in terms of the lore, where right now it's all like connected through like Stargate portals, and there's going to be a big battle with Sigmar and Archaon, and Sigmar then puts everyone back into one big world, and it's literally going to be called Age of Sigmar, the Last World. I don't know, right? That's like the name. I keep calling it Battle World. But in the image in the background, it kind of confirms it now, because it's saying like the Cities of Sigmar are basically just humans only, and the dwarves and stuff are kind of going to go be their faction and stuff like that as well. So yeah, little hints, little small steps now where the lore is kind of setting itself up to go back to where factions are all just on their own, on the planet together, have their own territories and stuff like that. Does it sound cool? To me, personally, yes, I prefer it like this. I think it makes the world very more rich in terms of lore, where if it's connected by Stargates, I don't know. It's just a bit off for me in this type of fantasy setting. It makes sense in sci-fi with like ships and stuff, but with fantasy, not too much. But again, that's just me. Is it good for you? Is it bad for you? But I think it confirms the AoS thing. To be fair, what that rumor guy was saying, Boole, he was more or less adamant it was happening, and he's been writing stuff about other AoS rumors. So for me, it is happening. It will happen. It's just a matter of time before GW announces. We've probably got another 2, maybe 2.5, 3 years before we start to see anything like this happening with AoS, with how GW churn out new editions and stuff like that. I think Horus Heresy gets a new edition first, if that is the case, and then AoS will slowly, or should I say shortly, follow that. But we'll see. We'll see very, very soon. AoS people, again, do you like it? Do you hate it? Anyway, that's enough waffling from me. It's absolutely boiling here in the UK. I'm going to go out and get some barbecue stuff because Valrak is going to eat some burgers. See you in a bit. Have a great day, evening, night, where you are in the world, and bye-bye.